The Bible also says in Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 15, Hebrews 4:15, we don't have a high priest who cannot sympathize with us, our weakness, but one, listen to this. This revolutionized my life nearly 38 years ago when I learned this truth, that he was tempted exactly like me and yet without sin. He was not tempted in a different way. He did not have access to resources to overcome temptation that I don't have. He had the same Holy Spirit that he offers me. That's why we can follow him in the way he lived. Otherwise it would be impossible. I mean, if Jesus lived on earth as God, how in the world could I follow him? It's like an angel coming with the wings and telling me to follow him when he flies across the river. I say, I can't do that. There's a force that pulls me down that's not pulling you down. Get rid of your wings and come with a body like mine and then teach me to swim. It's so important to understand. Jesus became like us. You know, for many years in the back of my mind I was always thinking he couldn't have been like us. He couldn't have been. I mean, we're such sinful creatures. How could he have come down to us? He did not have sin in him, but he was tempted like us. He faced temptation exactly like us. And one of the illustrations that came to my mind was this. There are many poor people who live in the slums in India who earn very little money. They work carrying bricks or doing all types of odd jobs. Sometimes they don't get work every day. And their income may be, $1, $2, $3 a day, say $100 a month. And it's very difficult to live in the cities with that amount of money. Now, supposing some rich man from a wealthy country went there and said, I want to teach you people to live within $100 a month. And I'm a billionaire, but I'm not going to use my credit card when I come here. I will live in your midst, work like you, earn my living just like you, and teach you how to live within this amount of money and keep your little hut clean, etc. Is he a billionaire? He is. But he refuses to use his credit card while he's there. And he works just like anyone else and teaches people how to live within that income and never get into debt. This is one of the pictures the Lord gave me of how he came to heaven, from heaven to earth. He had a heavenly credit card that he could have used any time, but he didn't. I don't have one. I'm a man. How could he ask me to follow him if he was not exactly like me? I emphasize this because in the back of our minds, there's something that says we can't follow him. We can't follow him. He was not like us. And that's why I want you to know he was like us. He was tempted exactly like us. And he had the same Holy Spirit. We have the same Holy Spirit that he had. To me, it's such an exciting thing that the Spirit of God that dwells in me is the same Holy Spirit that was in Jesus that helped him to live on earth as an overcoming pure life. We must have faith for that, just like we have faith that his blood cleanses us from all sin. He sent the Spirit so that we can follow him in his footsteps. Whatever situation we may face. He didn't face all our circumstances, but he was tempted in all points like we are, and we can respond in times of temptation exactly like he did.